What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is no other than Nathan Dashke, and we are here with the Outer Worlds part. Let me think about what part this is here. Part 13. We just picked up a weapon from one of the gunships. So we're gonna go back here and get into the secret lab interest in Cascadia. Take care of that mission. What am I looking for here? That's a revolver. So I only have one laser weapon now. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this is where I need to go. As I was saying though, we're gonna go head to Cascadia, do this, and then there's a landing pad somewhere in Cascadia. Which we can then take.
This area's suicide. If you got a way around it, ain't no shame in taking it.
What, this area? Nah.
Used to be. You can get the best wine on Monarch here.
Dispensing body bags.
I doubt this is the best. Sealed. But this is where I landed.
Trace of contaminants detected. Toxin neutralized. Sanitation and maintenance job fulfilled. Detecting unclean sulfuric steeped presence within the immediate vicinity. Again.
Yes, Sam.
Live on Monarch a few years, and gets under your skin. In your blood, you breathe it, taste it in everything you eat.
Replacement of faulty parts recommended.
I'm supposed to find a way to get the fuck over there. Raptidon meat. Okay, give me a sec here. I guess we had to Stellar fucking Bay and then we'll come back this way then? Okay. I guess that's what they fucking want us to do. I was just trying to complete a mission, please. They just don't like us, that's all it is. I've been enjoying having Sam with us though, because Sam's kind of a fucking beast on the battlefield. We could have used him many times throughout this fucking episode.
We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay.
Alright,
Captain.
Sanjar, I'm giving you what you want. So you better be fucking happy, buddy. Happy, I say. Cause I don't do this. I don't do this for everyone. And they know it. And they fucking know it. Sanjar, my old buddy. Where's the lever? Grim, I'm doing this for you, really. You're the crown jewel, buddy. The crown jewel!
Vacuum
Here we
pack
go.
full. Empty.
If the Iconoclasts reach that ship first, there won't be any chance for a peaceful Monarch. I don't suppose you've found the targeting module yet. I've sent patrols, but they're running into trouble with the Iconoclasts.
Why do you need this module?
Well, because the module controls the weapons systems.
What's so bad about the Iconoclast reaching this gunship?
Can you imagine what those maniacs would do with weapons like that? They'd wreak havoc.
And roll back all the progress we've made at reconciling with the rest of Halcyon.
Good point, Celia. They're just nicer people over here on fucking Stellar Bay. I like them.
Even if they merely sat on the scraps, the threat of a bunch of anarchists holding a gunship would bring the full wrath of the board down on Monarch. We can't afford that.
I'm skeptical they'd care enough to wipe us out, but if they did, we wouldn't stand a chance.
Oh, you see our quandary then.
Seems like your people should be able to handle this.
Look, Celia, he's being funny again.
I don't think so, sir.
Really? Well, I could have sworn... Well, that's not important. What is important is that there's a considerable distance between us and that ship, and most of it is inhabited by marauders and raptidons.
Alright, we're gonna give it to him.
Excellent! At last, we have what we need.
I wouldn't get excited just yet, sir. It looks like the Iconoclasts followed you. I have word they're gathering in the ruins outside of town.
So, what now?
I'm afraid we've got to fight them. They'd knock our walls down trying to get that module. It looks like this means... war.
I've been itching for a good fight. We're gonna fight the Iconoclast, guys. It's gonna be awesome.
Ooh, I just got goosebumps. You really know how to sell that, don't you? Maybe you could, teach me how you do that.
Sir, I doubt this is the time.
Right. I'll lock the south gate to keep them out. You'll have to approach from the north. Good luck.
Oh shit, here we fucking go. Defeat the Iconoclast. Holy. Holy, holy, holy. Okay. To battle we go. Me versus the Iconoclast. I'm a little nervous. I don't know how many there are, but I swear there's only like 20 of these fuckers. So this should be fucking good.
This way.
Oh,
We need to
shit.
push through and take that bridge.
Fuck, here we go.
Rising. Concentrated amount of scum present ahead.
Scum.
I'll take this one.
Putting trash in its rightful place for more than 70 years.
No way of a truce, huh? Had to be this way. Bitch. Let's go.
Caution! Infestation in
Why doesn't it only do that sometimes? Is that just your critical hit chance?
on the block.
Bitch.
Cleaning cycle complete.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. I'm pushing in, I'm pushing in. The Iconoclasts are gonna hate me by the end of this. It didn't have to be this way. But now it fucking does.
Flaring to neutralize and sanity. Pollutant purified.
Bitch. Hey, hey, hey! Oh wow, that's a good one. What is that?
Showered with prejudice.
Get him, Sam. It's over, isn't it? Oh Oh, fuck. Lady, you're gonna die. I don't know why you're here.
Kill.
Sorry, Graham.
It's all MSI all the time now, huh?
Wow.
Just hoping they can actually fight against the board.
It
Dude,
is
fuck
too late
yeah.
to cancel that action.
We got him, dude. They're dead. It didn't have to be this way. It did not. That was fun. That was very fun. I enjoyed that. I hope we made the right
Sam,
choice.
I've got a question.
Because now we have
Do you
someone on the
use
board
alcohol
that
as a
we
cleaning
can
agent? I've heard some folk do that.
push and pull some strings with, right? Press and pull buttons. Is that the word? Titus Androidicus. Sanjar, my buddy.
Initiating
You should be
self-cleaning
very
cycle.
glad. Very proud of me.
You're back. And in one piece. Does this mean I mean we won?
We did indeed, sir.
I can't believe it. Not that I'm really surprised, but, well, maybe a little. You did it. I mean, we did it.
So, what now?
Between our reinstatement on the board and the gain of this ship, we'll usher in a new age of prosperity for the people of Monarch.
That's a hefty promise. You've got Monarch's hopes up, Sanjar. Don't go messing this up like our last overlords did.
And perhaps in time, I can use my position on the board to turn things around for the rest of Halcyon.
Well, they could certainly use someone with, your eye for detail.
You really mean that? That's the nicest. Celia, put that down in today's minutes.
Already done, sir.
Anyhow, thank you. And good luck to you.
Wait, I want to talk about something.
What can I do for you?
How are things in Stellar Bay these days? I know he just finished the war, but I'm asking anyways.
Quite well, actually. It's astounding how much our quality of life has improved without Graham's lunatics breathing down our necks. Our residents are reporting increased productivity during their shifts and improved satisfaction in their leisure time. And since we're back in the board's good graces, we've got real growth prospects to look forward to.
Good day, good day. Let's see what we got here. Wow. The iconoclasts are officially done. Okay. So I'm gonna have us fast travel over to Fallbrook. And then we're gonna do this. Secret lab in Cascadia. We'll return to Fallbrook. Get whatever delivered, or get back on our ship, deliver whatever we need to deliver, and then we're gonna start the damn side quests.
Captain, I hope you made the right decision by siding with MSI.
We'll see. We'll see.
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
I think we did, but I don't know.
Good luck, Captain.
They seem, I really like Sanjar. Out of all the board people I've met, Sanjar has given the vibes of the chillest, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, he's not perfect, don't get me wrong. Out of everyone I've met, he's the best. Graham, he got his own people killed. Like, he may be fight for the right things, but he's not a good leader at the end of the day.
You'd think folks were pissing in the alleyways as bad as
You seen Arthur today?
Isn't there a giant bug in one of these? More me a bell!
Caution!
Yeah, I'm avoiding them. We're done here on Monarch. I'm not fighting anything
Gentlemen,
else.
all germs
Unless
and
there's some
contaminants
shit in this
have been
secret
neutralized.
little mission area. God, my fucking throat's itchy. You hear me making that noise? That's me fucking itching my throat. So I know it's a weird noise. That's okay. That's how it fucking goes. Where am I going? This is the factory. The little factory. No, I'm rocking. I'm running away.
Estimated cleaning time.
Don't even touch me.
Alert! Dirt alert! Unit's performance
Dirt alert,
evaluation
they say.
is sterling.
I'm simply making my way to Cascadia, because that's what I have to fucking do. We've been holding off this mission for too fucking long. I do wonder what the next planet for us is, though.
Here they come.
We probably should fight here.
You make it dirty, Sam cleans it up.
Yeah, this pistol is so good. I actually love it. The only reason I'm saying we should fight here is because we're gonna have some fuckers to fight right here. Where'd this fucker land? Wow. Secret Lab, Cascadia, or Cascadia.
Take out the trash. That will leave a stain.
Okay.
Wrong tool for the job.
That's hurting. Too much that's hurting.
Resistant to solar attack.
What else, Smash? Wait, you're telling me there's some peeps up here, or what? What the fuck?
This area has been sanitized.
Well, thank you, Sam. That's what I needed from you, buddy. Is to sanitize the area. What am I doing now? Whoa, Rizzo's secret laboratory!
I bet nobody set foot in here since Cascadia fell.
Who are you?
Proximity alert. Biology human. Protocol kill all mans. Suspended. Present your Rizzo identification credentials or prepare to be downsized.
Disengage security protocol.
Attempting to disengage security protocols without proper authorization is a fireable offense. Priming weapons.
Bunker assessment. Overdue for cleaning. Initiating emergency deep clean protocol authorization code Apastron 5.
Checking internal calendar. Last cleaning occurred 3,654 days ago. Emergency cleaning protocol accepted.
Wow, what if we didn't have him with us? Oh, nice!
Be advised, Mantisaur threat level is petrifying purple berry. Please use caution. Mantisaur wounds are not covered under Rizzo's health policy. Have a productive day.
Did that really work? I'm
Captain, I've touched down on the landing pad. You'll need to connect the storage tanks to my fueling system, and then initiate the transfer from an offline terminal within the lab.
well, how the hell do I get up there? In here? Okay. This looks fun. Bitch! I love this dude.
Cycle complete.
I definitely want to level up my fucking healing shit. Whoa. Okay.
All this machinery's making me a mite nervous.
This unit is clean.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Chill out. I need a new town to explore. It's been too long, you know. I hate mantis worms. Nice. Alright, safety internet. What did I just do? Really? Really? I wanted to get handguns up, huh? What you got, Naoki? And what you got, Sam? You're all level 1, huh? Wait, oop. There we go. Okay, where does this lead me, though? Oh! Am I gonna be able to get to my ship, though? Yeah. Nice! We also do need to talk to Phineas as well on the
Warning.
ship, so we'll take
Rock
care of that when we
stuck
get
in
in here.
trap. Warning.
Okay. I don't know if there's gonna be any more sublight satellite. Hello.
Our fuel cells are now. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
I gotta talk to Phineas, right? No, I guess
I'll be
not.
here.
I guess we have to actually go and talk to Phineas.
We've arrived at the groundbreaker.
You know when we're at the groundbreaker,
Please avoid damage.
we bring Parvati. Because that's not where she's from, but it's where Parvati likes to be. You dig? I feel like it's been ages since we were at the groundbreaker. Last time we were at the groundbreaker was the last episode, huh? Yeah, it probably was fucking last episode. Is either last episode or the episode before that? Because we had to go and like interview someone or something. We talked to the lady in the bar about Trask. Trask was last episode, right? I think so. Here we go. Lilia Hagen. I think you're gonna be very impressed with what we just pulled off.
That gas is going to make us a fucking mint. 120-some cubic meters of it, at 1,000,000 bits a pop. Take this. You've earned it. When we get buyers lined up, I'm gonna buy a gold toilet to shit in.
The height of ambition for us all.
You're goddamn right. Monarch isn't exactly a walk down the lanes of Byzantium. But here you are with all your limbs attached. Call me impressed, contractor.
In case you were, curious, no one was following me.
No one you saw, anyway. Glad to see you're looking out for yourself. You've been keeping busy. I hear you took on some extra work at Fallbrook. Catherine doesn't always play nice with others, but it sounds like she and Clive reached some kind of understanding. Hey, when you were at the slaughterhouse, those swine didn't give you any strange looks, did they?
What do you mean by strange?
Like they were hanging on to your every word, scheming. And when you turned around, maybe they just oinked like innocent little idiots?
No.
You talk that way to your last boss? Consider yourself on notice. That attitude has no place in a legitimate business like mine. I'm probably getting worked up over nothing. Just try not to think about pigs. You never know, you know?
Whatever you say.
Attaboy. I have another job lined up, assuming you're still interested in work.
Motherfucker.
You're gonna salvage me a space station. Heliospheric Research Station 1084, to be exact. I want it. Cobwebs and all. Interested?
How big we talking? Not like groundbreaker big, right?
This opportunity won't come around again, Captain.
This sounds risky. Do you have a buyer lined up?
Not this time. The board tolerates our business up to a point, and selling off a station full of their old gear and terminals crosses that point. But if we were to move in and commandeer the station as a sublight salvage remote office, that's a different matter. Legally gray by comparison. More of a squatter situation.
How did a research station become salvage?
Right now, it's only salvage on paper. Systems and comms have gone dark. Poke around if you're curious why. While the board lets 1084 gather dust, you're gonna swoop in and plant Sublight's flag. Perfectly legit, perfectly legal.
Is that the one that we went to for Jun Lee's little chief person? I think so. The one that's its own little planet. Just point me in the right direction.
Here, this override bypass should get you into the station's systems where you can plant my flag. And one last thing. When you get there, make sure you aren't followed. We wouldn't want that.
Understood. Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
I'm on the heels of something big. Play your cards right and I'll clue you in, but right now, I'm not sure who I can trust. Just be careful. Someone might try and use you to get to me.
Alright, we're gonna head back to the fucking ship then. I think I know what that place is. We've already cleared it out. It was all robots. But in case we didn't... Bitch. I'm not gonna punish you. This is a sublight contractor.
CNP Borst Potter.
Not gonna end well for me. Never does. The Ice Palace. I knew they had to give me another mission. That can't be the only sublight mission, right? There's probably gonna be like three or four. I'd assume. Okay. Who are you? Fighter crew. Guys, we've gone. It's just the journey's been so long. I feel like we're getting to the end of it, but not even. We're probably at the halfway point. There's only so many planets, though. That's what makes it a little hard, right? There's only so many fucking planets to go to. We've already finished 1, 2, 3, 4. This is gonna be the 4th one, right? Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is a different place, huh?
We've reached
I have
HRS-1084, Captain. It's emitting a very weak docking signal.
Sam and Naoki. My best fighters. This is what I need. We're probably gonna run into people here, I guarantee you.
Nothing but the void here, Captain. I just as soon leave it cold, dark, and derelict.
You think so? There's some robots in there.
We ought to keep an eye on these autos. We poke
Why?
around too much, they might wake up.
You think so? I don't think so. I think we're chilling. What is this?
Captain, I've been attempting to contact you with urgent news. However, communicational functionality was impaired due to the power outage.
What's going on, Ada?
A UDL vessel has been tracking our position and just recently docked with the station. They are patching into the station's transmission lines now. I cannot stop.
I've been waiting for this day since we tagged your ship in Cascadia, Captain. So glad we finally have this opportunity. My ship is docked with 1084. There's no escape.
What do you want?
You've been poking your nose into restricted locations. This makes my superiors unhappy. I could peel your ship open like a can of forest. But I'm in a sporting mood.
You're about to make an enemy a sublight. Trust me, you don't want that.
Sublight? Ugh. I hate it when you outlaws organize. The paperwork for killing you would be the death of me.
Then fucking leave.
Don't apologize. This is my problem, not yours. Squad, I'm ordering a recall. There's a misspelling on orders that ought to be corrected. On the double.
The UDL gunship is undocking from the station. They appear to be departing into space.
Damn. I ought to try talking more and
Nice.
fighting less. Seems like it saves on ammunition. Nah, that ain't no fun.
Where am I going now, though? Oh,
Super
oh,
forming.
oh, motherfucker. Gotta always get through. Okay.
Job fulfilled. Proximity analysis. External fill sterilization measures employed. Caution.
Why am I in here?
Contact with
Okay. So, they're not gonna fight me anymore? Like, I'm good to do my own thing? Are these literally just bunks? They're all just bunks, huh?
Infestation in progress.
Bitch. Get him, Sam. Get him! Burn him! Bink, bink, bink. What's in here?
Suppose Sublight will thank us for this. I hope that thanks comes in the form of
I
cash.
just returned her right now.
Chartrand is that scientist, right? From Cascadia?
What scientist are you talking about? I don't know.
Captain, I wish to offer my commendations for convincing the...
See, it shows Olympus
Destination reached.
TARDIS
The Groundbreaker.
as locked, but I have all the DLC, so do those open up at some point, or maybe they just did fucking nothing with those planets. Like they had plans maybe to do something with those planets. War of Woods Fizzles. Monarch Stellar Industries. Blusters at the cause. I don't even know what I'm on about. I like this gun the best, but it's a little broken right now, so we'll fix it on the way out.
Rizzo's lemon slap.
Rizzo's lemon slap. Slap your whole family tonight. Here we go. I wonder how many times I've died in this game. Only like 5, right? A lot of them have been stupid fall damage deaths. There's nothing we can really do there, huh? Hello, hello, hello.
Finally, a base of our own. Soon we'll have eyes on every corner of the system. Well done, Captain.
You also find some automechs salvage awaiting new owners.
I'll have those dismantled. You can never be too careful when moving into someone else's territory. Aside from the automated security, did you meet any resistance at the station?
A UDL gunship buzzed the station by convincing them to back off.
I knew it. They've been shadowing us since Monarch, maybe even longer. I've been less than honest with you. Your assignments weren't strictly about the salvage business. You might have figured that out already.
Is this about your cloak and dagger warnings? Cloak and dagger? I'm a cloak and dagger main.
That's right. Up until now, I've kept you in the dark for your protection, and more importantly, mine. But I'd like to think we've earned each other's trust. After the Monarch job, I started connecting the dots. I didn't like the picture. Then what we found at Station 1084 confirmed my fears. You and I have stumbled onto something big, something none of us were meant to know.
Bad news, I take it.
Maybe the worst. Ask yourself why a skeleton crew was studying that Alta Vitae gas in secret. Ask yourself why stockpiles were hidden on a planet full of monsters.
I'm guessing you have an idea.
Before we go any further, I want you to keep an open mind. Can you do that for me, Captain? Aliens. I'm talking about aliens. They're the ones responsible for the deaths at 1084, and who knows what else. We have to put a stop to it.
Aliens?
Hear me out. I'm saying it's aliens. I'm not asking you to like it. I'm not even asking you to believe it. But I need to act on this threat to the colony, and I can't do it alone.
Right. I'm done. I'm officially tuning you out until such time as I hear the words payment and/or shooting.
The crew is skeptical. That's good. I don't want you walking into the unknown with blindfolds on. I assume you have questions?
Fuck no, but yeah.
If we're gonna see this through, I'll need your trust and commitment. Now's the time for setting doubts aside.
Alright, well, when you say aliens, what are you talking about here?
Conspiracy. One carried out with the help of human collaborators, assuming they haven't all been replaced. This is an invasion of our very cells. That damned gas is mixing our nucleon with halcyon biology to twist us, change us, make us more like those monsters on Monarch.
But I haven't seen any evidence of aliens.
No kidding. That's how they want it. When I lined up the evidence in my spreadsheet, there was only one possible conclusion looking back at me. This is my data talking, not my anxiety or lack of sleep.
Alright, well how do you know I'm not an alien spy on a mission to silence you?
Sharing my findings took a calculated risk. If you were a spy, I doubt you'd even realize it. Only your cells would know.
Thanks.
Probably nothing to worry about, as long as you don't start growing tentacles or slowing down time.
Oh my god, I do slow down time. Enough, tell me what needs to be done.
Dr. Chartrand is the crooked psychopath behind the gas experiments. She sold out her species, and I need you to put a bullet through her skull.
Why does she need to die?
She's a research scientist and a damn good one. Before UDL poached her, she engineered a 0.2% increase in cystipig juiciness. Now she's doing the same thing with humanity. Her fingerprints were all over Station 1084. You saw what she did to her team.
When did Sublight get so, principled?
It's cute that you'd think that about me. I just want to add savior of humanity to my resume. I've got ambitions outside of this office, you know. Besides, this way Sublight gets first dibs on alien salvage.
Okay, let's see what here. The labs I passed, though, didn't seem that evil.
Do you usually come across innocent people trapped in suspension tanks? Because some of us would call that excessive. Remember, the tanks were just the shit she left behind. Just imagine the experiments she carted off to her next lab.
Where does she fit into your alien conspiracy?
We're far beyond theories. Chartrand's logs, the gas, the suspension tanks, how much proof do you need? Wake up, Captain. An invasion needs collaborators working from the shadows. She has access to the board, unlimited funds, and a colony full of sheep.
I'll do it!
This keycard will get you through the front door of her Byzantium estate. Don't ask how I got it. You might not like the answer. By now, the other side knows what you're doing. Don't trust anything Chartrand says. She's compromised down to the bone. Maybe even deeper than that.
Alright, we're talking aliens. We're talking gas experiments. We're talking secret labs. Secret fucking labs. Sorry, I have to hit the robot too, so it's not like I'm attacking the only person in the current lobby. CMP Bros Factory was the one place. Okay. We do have to go speak to Phineas, but I was gonna repair this. Beep. Tinker. Whoa, what the hell? So my armor's good now? Oops, fuck. What am I doing? Alright, Sublight. They're alien hunters. But we haven't even been to Byzantium. Byzantium is probably the next location that we would, I think we're gonna unlock once we go and speak to Phineas here. He's gonna be like, ah, you got what we needed, and now The next place is I have a contact in Byzantium.
We've arrived
Go
at
and
Phineas's
speak to
orbital lab.
him. Orson Shaw's what we need to speak with after this, I believe. Oh, wow. Phineas Improvised Space Lab. Why can't I just talk to him on the computer? Like I have to travel all the way here to talk to him? Hello, hello, hello.
I'd clap you on the shoulder if I weren't behind a wall of bulletproof glass. I don't know how you did it, but Hiram Blythe just sent me everything I needed. According to Hiram's message, Minister Clark has ordered a suspicious amount of dimethyl sulfoxide. It's almost as if he's hoarding the colony's remaining supply. Typical elitist, hoarding supplies during a time of scarcity. Once I have those chemicals, we can revive the Hope's colonists and put some decent people in charge. So, good news. You're going to Byzantium and stealing those chemicals. Exciting.
What was that about Minister Clark?
Aloysius Clark, Minister of Earth. Virtually every colony requires the presence of a Minister of Earth. Clark is complicit in every one of the board's crimes. Whenever the board issues some new decree, you'll find Clark's signature on the dotted line.
And why are these so important? Because he's gonna say to release the colonists.
If I had time and several blackboards, I could explain the details to you, but to put it briefly, dimethyl sulfoxide is the reason you're alive today. The chemical is absolutely essential to reviving the Hope's colonists. I need you to steal as much as you possibly can. The more, the better. If you don't bring me enough chemicals, I might not be able to save the Hope's colonists, and then nothing will stop the board from destroying this colony.
So, what's the plan?
Ah, yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium trading bullets with the board's agents. We'll have to resort to subterfuge. Carmen Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Meet her at the docks. She'll have all the necessary intelligence you require. I'm giving you my old nav key to Byzantium. You'll need it to land in the Golden City. Remember, you're looking for dimethyl sulfoxide. Big green bubbling vessel with a warning label. I'll take as much as you can find.
Warning label.
Something about being discontinued due to severe adverse reactions. It's fine. You'll be stealing the chemicals, not ingesting them.
Anything I should know about Carmen Imagawa?
You can trust her if that's what you're asking. Imagawa is the finest special agent in Byzantium that money can buy. My money, anyway.
There's something else.
Of course, of course.
I feel like
What's on your mind?
like we already asked all these, huh? Yeah. Oh shit. It's fucking time, gamers, to start a damn DLC. I've never played either of the DLCs ever. So we're gonna start with Peril on Gorgon, which I believe starts with talking to Orson Shaw. I believe. I'm not 100% sure. But I think so. And he's gonna be on Roseway, yes. In Roseway. The little town. Okay.
I understand we have decided to continue supporting the outlaw scientist, Dr. Phineas Wells.
I guess what's going on here?
You're adjusting before you pull. You're anticipating. You...
Of course I'm
Teaching her how to
anticipating.
shoot.
What if I shoot a friend on accident?
Since when the fuck is Byzantium all the way over there? See, when do I get to go on these other planets? That's what I'm wondering.
Captain, I'm receiving an urgent docking request from another vessel.
Greetings from the Halcyon Parcel Service. Delivery is guaranteed within standard margins of certainty. I've got a special delivery for Alex Hawthorne of the Unreliable. With your permission, I'll see it transferred to your ship.
What is it?
It's a parcel, sir.
Forget I asked.
I certainly shall. I have an exceedingly short memory. I'm sending a technician over to deliver your parcel. Stand by, Captain Hawthorne. An HPS certified distribution technician has deposited the parcel into your cargo hold in accordance with hazardous waste disposal procedures.
They did what?
They dispensed 3 complimentary spritzes of Anti-Cleo's Citrus Squirt Air Freshener. That's the HPS touch for you, Captain Hawthorne. On behalf of HPS, I'd like to remind you that HPS is not responsible for any damage, defacement, or unseemliness to your parcel. Thank you for your patience, and please remember HPS for all of your future parcel-related needs.
Sure. Alright, I got a parcel. Okay.
Hawthorne, if you're getting this, something's happened to me. Got mixed up in some shady business on Gorgon. Should have known better. But I landed on something big. And now this job's an itch I can't stop scratching. There's a whole research compound left of the Sprats. I think I'm close to figuring out why. But something dangerous is closer to me. Got the job through one Minnie Ambrose. Top runger who just came into some money, was offering a hefty bid card for qualified help. Trust me, her money's good. Talk to Minnie. Take the job. If I ain't gonna live to see the payday, might as well be you. Consider us even, old pal.
Well, that fellow certainly seemed trustworthy.
I've gotten jobs from some unusual sources, but this is a first. Congratulations, Captain.
I don't mean to sound prim, Captain, but there's gotta be a better way to ask someone to do you a favor.
I just want to say, we gotta take this job. This is the closest I ever been to starring in a serial drama. Only thing we're missing is a couple cameras and a soundtrack.
At least this won't be boring.
Ada, what the hell is going on?
Lucky Montoya owed Captain Hawthorne a considerable debt. I believe this is what humans refer to as payback. Captain, the message contains landing coordinates for a small asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. It was recently registered to a Wilhelmina Ambrose.
Who is this guy, Ada?
He was an old friend of Alex Hawthorne's. Lucky Montoya had a statistically significant tendency to encounter situations of extreme danger.
He liked to show off his battle scars. I get the feeling he won't be flashing this one around.
He was also the 4th best paid freelancer in the system.
Only the 4th?
There are several hundred freelancers operating in Halcyon. Considering the numbers, Mr. Montoya ranked among the top percentile. This had less correlation with his measured aptitudes, which rank at or below average, than with a pattern of fortunate circumstances.
Noted. I guess we're taking it.
I have transferred the coordinates for Ambrose Manor to your navigation terminal. We can travel there when you are ready.
Ambrose Terminal. So far, Felix and Ellie seem like they are going to provide the best dialogue within this DLC. So we're going to take them out with us. Where is this? Why the fuck? It literally just appeared, huh? So why are there locked planets? I don't get that. Why would they just lock planets? Sorry guys, but Felix and Ellie seem the most interested. So we're gonna take them. On Gorgon, it's always Adrena time.
Welcome to Ambrose Manor. We were not expecting company. Please follow. Do not stray from the path.
Okay, so this is Gorgon, guys.
That's no fun.
A new planet. They should date. They'd make a cute couple. Oh.
You gotta admit, that was kind of funny.
Well, this is literally a tiny ass little planet, huh? Okay, what do we got?
Wow, Ambrose Manor.
Wilhelmina
You think
Ambrose.
it's haunted? I bet it's haunted.
At the very least, there ought to be something worth stealing in there.
Nice.
Okay, maybe not.
This place looks kind of
Wow.
sad.
Yeah, it's like
it's been waiting for
retired.
someone to make a home out of it.
Wilhelmina Ambrose.
You lucky? Huh? Apparently not. So who the devil are you?
Alex Hawthorne, dashing space captain, smuggler, and free spirit.
You certainly paint a picture, and I'm certainly intrigued. Do you see that glowing chunk of space rock? That's Gorgon. My birthright, my burden, and the bane of my existence. I hate to drink alone, and this is my third. So join me in raising a glass to Gorgon.
You want to toast the asteroid?
That's right. The Gorgon asteroid is pretty to look at, but evil to the core. I raise a glass to my adversary out of respect.
And you're Minnie Ambrose, right?
That's right. And I take it you're the type who skips formalities, so let's get down to business.
Nice to meet you too. Wow.
Now, what brings you to my house, handsome? I take it you didn't come all this way for the beverages, the starry skies, or the pleasant company.
I am actually here about a severed arm that appeared on my ship.
A severed arm? How positively ghoulish. You know this is a private residence, not a curio shop?
Does the man Lucky Montoya mean anything to you?
Lucky Montoya is my personal freelancer. Fascinating man. Very brooding and theatrical. Always staring into space and twirling a bullet over his knuckles.
He's definitely not doing that anymore.
I could do that. The staring into space part, I mean. I'm still working on the bullet twirling thing.
But if something happened to him... Oh dear. I suppose that makes him my former freelancer now?
What's his arm doing on my ship?
I sent Lucky on a dangerous mission to the Gorgon asteroid. Whoever found his remains must have wanted to inform the next of kin. What a time for his luck to run out. We were in the middle of something grand, and I really can't afford another setback.
What were you two doing?
Settling an old score. How would you like to be my new freelancer? There's been a recent vacancy, and I think you're well suited to the job.
Remember, play hard to get. That's negotiation.
I could get used to people offering us a job at first glance. Usually they just squint at us all suspicious-like. Or reach for a pistol.
I'm looking for someone rough around the edges. A gorgeous, dashing scoundrel type. Incidentally, someone good with their hands.
How likely am I to wind up like your old freelancer?
The man lost an arm. What are the odds of that happening twice? Of course, Gorgon is a treacherous place, and my own family's involvement with it has been fraught. Allow me to lay out the facts, and you can decide for yourself if you want to be my chief investigator. My mother, Dr. Olivia Ambrose, worked for Spacer's Choice at the Gorgon Research Facility. She was brilliant, the top scientist in her field, until tragedy struck.
Okay, go on.
One day, Spacer's Choice shut down all research and evacuated Gorgon. Everyone had to scramble or risk getting left behind. It was chaos. Employees fled for their lives. Mother never made it home. I'm told she wasn't the only casualty that fateful day. Mother's name has since been dragged through the mud. Spacer's Choice blames her for the collapse of Project Gorgon, and I just know they're lying.
Okay. What did they say about her?
Everything you can imagine and more. Dereliction of duty, circulating anti-corporate memos, taking longer than average coffee breaks. The list goes on. Mother would not have allowed Project Gorgon to fail. Something happened on that asteroid, and my family took the fall for it.
What did you send Lucky to find then?
The truth. Mother is gone, Gorgon is silent, and I deserve answers.
Alright, where do we get started?
We start where all of this began. With Mother. Whatever happened on Gorgon wasn't Mother's fault. I simply need the evidence to prove it. We're going to drag the truth, kicking and screaming, into the light. Even if it means bringing ruin and humiliation to Spacer's Choice. All the evidence I need should be in Mother's journal. You can find it in her office on Gorgon, in the heart of the old research facility.
Okay. First, I have a few questions.
I'm not surprised. Between the family drama and the corporate conspiracy, it must feel like you've stepped on a landmine. Speak freely, Captain.
I'm trying. How did this investigation get Lucky killed?
You know as much as I do, I'm afraid. Spacer's Choice abandoned Gorgon, but the asteroid is far from unoccupied. Between the marauders, the wildlife, and whatever escaped the labs, danger abounds.
Hold on, what escaped the labs?
Toward the end of the project, I heard Mother grumble about some test subjects running amok outside of their enclosure. I wish I could tell you more. Just watch yourself. If you aren't careful, you stand to lose more than an arm.
Why did you wait before starting the investigation?
I didn't want to go anywhere near Gorgon. Once I exhausted all my options, the search led me back here. I even had Mother declared legally dead. Would you believe it took 5 years to process the paperwork?
Does her being legally dead help you somehow?
It isn't as bad as you make it sound, but technically, yes. Mother's body is still on Gorgon. No body means no death certificate, which means no inheritance. I killed Mother, just on paper, of course, so I could claim my inheritance. We wouldn't be standing here if I didn't have access to the family fortune. I once assumed the mansion and the money would be enough to redeem the Ambrose name. But even in Byzantium, prestige must be earned, and it can so easily be lost.
Are you saying you just want to break into high society?
You know, some people work hard just to break out.
Break back into high society, yes.
I thought you were trying to vindicate your mother.
I'm trying to do several things at once. None of them easy. The smear campaign against Mother was the work of cowards. I'm vindicating the family name for her, for the colony, and for my future.
Your future?
My future as the head of the Ambrose family business, where I can wield my fortune like a cudgel. This colony is in trouble. The lunatics at Spacer's Choice are running the asylum, and we need better people to wield their influence. After Gorgon, I quickly discovered that the Ambrose name was cursed, for lack of a better term. I had no place among the decision makers. No seat at the table.
That's Byzantium for you. Gossip mongering's a bigger sport than tossball.
That is why I'm clearing the record and vindicating the Ambrose line. For Mother, for me, and for the generations who will one day inherit Halcyon.
Do you think it'll work?
I know it will.
What good is your mother's journal to you now, though?
I suspect it will prove that corporate greed and incompetence were to blame for the calamity at Gorgon, and not Mother. Mother was a brilliant woman. Difficult, cold, unreachable even, but brilliant.
So, what if you're wrong?
Then my family's disgrace, our curse, will be absolute. This is my last hope of redeeming the Ambrose name. I don't like my chances, but I have to try. And I need help. Your help. I believe that covers it all. Are you ready to get started? We mustn't allow the trail to get cold.
Why not?
You do all that for me? I was hoping you'd take the job, but I didn't expect you to care.
I don't care. I expect to be paid.
That won't be a problem. I've got a whole family fortune to squander on travel expenses, snacks, and the like. When you reach Gorgon, pack a weapon you trust. The corporate lockdown hasn't stopped the wilderness from squirming in through the cracks.
What can I expect to face on Gorgon?
I've never understood why, but Gorgon is teeming with marauders. They almost seem drawn to sorrow and misfortune. Then there's the test subjects, those who survived anyway. Ravenous creatures left behind like so much salvage.
What'd you tell Lucky about this job?
I told him everything I've told you. Just the facts. Maybe a couple of harmless embellishments. Why?
I'm trying to calculate the odds of this gig getting me killed.
It's sure to be 100% with that attitude. Still, you're smart to ask. Lucky spent most of our time together spinning a pistol around his index finger. Not sure he listened to any of my advice.
That sounds like Lucky, all right. The man loved to show off.
He had an aura of rugged individualism that was quite charming. Not that it helped him in the end. But you won't let me down, will you, Captain?
Nope, I'll be careful. I got this in the bag.
There's a little saloon near Gorgon's landing pad, the Sprat Shack. Lucky was renting a room, so if you want to follow his trail, that would be the place to start.
The Sprat Shack? Hope they don't serve real sprats. There's a Spratwurst place on the Groundbreaker. Tried it once, and I was sick for a week.
I think I've heard of that place. Cheap whiskey, rough crowd. You'll love it.
Just so we understand each other, money is no object. I'm willing to squander the family fortune if you get me what I want. Between your payment and any salvage you happen across, you'll walk away from this rich enough to buy a mansion of your own. How does that sound?
Amazing.
Finally, I get to put my inheritance to work. Here's your nav key, Captain. Safe travels.
I will, be in touch.
A word of advice before you go, Captain. Trust no one. Mother's office is in the heart of the Gorgon facility. You're free to salvage anything that isn't nailed down. I only want what's mine.
It's not theft if she's giving us permission.
Hey boss, what's our policy on getting to know our clients a little better? You think she'd appreciate some company?
Talk to her, Felix. You won't know unless you try.
Alright. I can do this. Here goes. Miss Ambrose? Must get awful lonesome up here all by yourself. What do you do for fun? 'Cause, if you're interested, I've got the full set of Terror on Monarch.
The last thing I need in my life is more corporate propaganda masquerading as entertainment.
Manny, he's trying to flirt with you.
He is? Oh dear. It's been a while and I'm out of practice. You seem very nice and very pretty. And I'm sure there's a wealthy heiress out there who'd be extremely lucky to run away with you. Alas, it isn't me. Are we in agreement?
Hey, no problem. I figured it was worth a shot at least.
Felix, you sly dog. You sly dog. He really is a sly dog. Okay. So what planet? I thought we were on Gorgon, but apparently we're not on Gorgon, but we are on Gorgon. No, this is kind of like a Skilla type beat. What is that? I think it's literally just rocks with lights. What the fuck? Tranquility Garden. butler did everything. What's over here?
This unit can't help it.
Literally just a storage shed. Pickaxe, shovel, little loot box. Okay, we're gonna go and travel to our little planet over here. You good, buddy?
Please remember this unit as it was.
Alright, we're literally gonna travel to the planet, exit, talk to maybe the front gate person, and then if they have nothing to say, we'll leave it at that. So we are looking at proving her mother's innocence, but also discovering why Lucky Montano was killed at the scene.
We are now in orbit of Earth.
And apparently there's marauders, creatures, bad things here. But also there is a town apparently. Apparently? I believe so.
This ain't a proper serial adventure without a narrator. How about this? Our intrepid heroes stepped foot on Gorgon, and in the distance, a drinking establishment beckoned.
Well, we did step foot on Gorgon. What the hell is going on over here? Who the hell are you, buddy?
I got supplies if you need them. You looking for supplies, stranger? Let's stock up here. If you run low on bullets out in Gorgon's far reaches, there ain't no one round here liable to help you out. Let me know if you're looking for something particular.
This is Gorgon.
You mean you came out to this asteroid without knowing nothing about it? Me too. Heard it was wild here and couldn't resist. Trouble is, if you wander off to somewhere you oughtn't be, like way out in Gorgon's farthest reaches, odds are slimmer of your bits finding their way to my pockets. If you want my advice, stick close to the Sprat Shack, unless you fancy having your limbs torn off and eaten.
Thanks, but I can handle myself.
All right, you know you better than I do.
It's true,
Just be
brother.
sure you watch out for the Marauders. That's the #1 thing. Oh, and the Mance. You watch out for Marauders, Mance, and Charles from accounting, and you'll probably be fine.
Who is Charles from accounting?
Only the meanest Marauder on Gorgon, and also anywhere else. That man is crazier than a bag of canids and twice as likely to bite. He will bust your head open like an overripe mock apple if he so much as sees you. I ain't joking. He'll snap you in half like stale bread noodles.
Thanks for the warning. Charles the accountant, alright.
No, you don't get it. Charles from accounting is like... Imagine if you took 3 of the most howling mad marauders you could find and mashed them together. That's Charles.
You mean he's got the strength of 3 men?
That and a rocket launcher.
Can you go back to the part about the rocket launcher?
Did I not mention that? Right, sorry. He's got a rocket launcher.
Is he any good with it?
I don't know. Hard to guess how many he's killed, given the explosions tend to obliterate any bodies. I'm joking. No one bothers looking for bodies. Look, long story short, you do not fuck with Chuck. Best to avoid the Marauder camp entirely. That's my 2 bits on the matter.
I take it the evacuation alarm isn't urgent.
Huh? Oh, you don't gotta worry about that. It's got something to do with that scrapped Spacer's Choice project from way back. Damn alarm's been hollering at us for 5 years if it's been a day. You know, I don't dream anymore. It's all, please evacuate in an orderly fashion.
Should I turn it off?
I won't stop you if you want to have a go at it. But so you know, it's gonna take more than giving that control terminal a good old-fashioned pummeling. I know, because even Von Hoffman couldn't bash it in. And I seen that tough son of a gun throw a man clean across the Sprat Shack one time like he were a toss ball.
What can you tell me about Project Gorgon?
Only that Spacer's Choice shut it down in a big hurry. From what I heard, Some of their folks got left behind even. Don't seem like the project ended well.
About Charles from accounting.
Yeah?
Why is he called that?
His name is Charles and he used to work in accounting?
Thanks.
No problem.
And, real quick.
Yeah?
Where did you say he was again?
The Marauder camp way out to the east. That's what I heard, at least. And I sure hope you're asking so you can keep a safe distance away.
Yes, totally.
Found a pickaxe in the mine like none I've ever seen before. Could be awful useful if you're the violent type.
I like this guy. He gives me a good laugh. I do, I like him. And I don't like everyone, so that's for sure saying something. 9 armor. Whoa, what the fuck is this? Holy. I mean, we had to buy that, right? That is literally... Alright, I liked him. Okay, but if I have to replace one of these, it's gonna be the laser pistol. Holy shit, dude. Y'all see how much ammo we got in this fucker? So you're like the only guy around, huh? Except, okay, we're gonna go do the Sprat Shack really quick. And then we'll end this episode. Who are you? Okay. I was trying to activate this robot, but I guess not. Alright, what is this? The Sprat Shack! This is gonna be a big place? Maybe it's gonna be a big place. It's a whole building in itself. Van Hoffman.
Come here. All right, inspection time. Look at my eyes for as long as you can without blinking. Starting now.
Alright, we're gonna keep looking into his eyes.
Good. Look up. Now look down.
Okay. We're locked in.
You're doing swell. Now, name and occupation.
I like this guy, Alex Hawthorne. Near duel.
Good enough for me. You're cleared to pass. That was a sanity check. If you had changed like the others, it'd be in your eyes. You'd also be drooling, cursing, and making a mess of the place. Welcome to the Sprat Shack. You can head on downstairs.
Where exactly am I?
This is the Sprat Shack, the most remote watering hole in the system. Rule number 1, no fighting. Rule number 2, wipe your feet on the way downstairs. We're the only hospitable place on this rock. I want to keep it that way. That's why we have rule number 3. When people change, they stay outside, where they belong.
What did you mean by when you, or what did you mean when you said people had changed?
Every day, salvagers and scrappers set out to comb the ruins and make their fortune. The ones who come back, they aren't always the same men or women who left. They change. Never for the better.
What happens when people change? Like aliens, huh? Lillian Hagen was onto something.
First, they get real twitchy and paranoid, shouting at folks who aren't there. Then they smell like they soiled themselves, on account of how they soiled themselves. After that, they're gone. Nothing but animals wearing human skin. Seen it happen myself. It's never pretty.
Let me ask you something.
Just don't ask me to dance.
Will you dance with me? It should let me ask that, huh? What do you know about Gorgon?
Something bad happened here. Spacer's Choice was developing chemicals. The kind with nasty side effects.
Can this colony have one research facility developing something without horrible, face-melting side effects? Is that so much to ask?
Marauders outnumber the rest of us 10 to 1. Either they came from Gorgon, or something draws them here. I don't know which is worse. This place is under a dark cloud, stranger. That's all I know. If you want the history of the Sprat Shack, talk to Lex behind the bar.
What kind of people come here?
This is a sublight bar, so most of our regulars come to plunder the old labs. The facility's locked up behind miles of red tape, so progress is slow. A lot of time to drink and reevaluate, then venture out and try again.
And what do you do around here?
Bouncer, bodyguard, law enforcer. I make sure the Sprat Shack gets only the highest caliber of clientele.
And I thought this place was gonna be fun.
Highest caliber of what? Is he talking about guns?
We get a lot of brand-loyal corporate types, and a lot of cutthroat freelancer types. Both sides have their share of dirty scoundrels. And I hate dirt.
Alright, good day, sir.
Watch yourself out there.
Oh man, it's time to head down.
Smell that? Cheap whiskey
shit,
and
what do we got
stale
here?
cigarettes. My kind of place.
Oh wow.
Now this looks like a real dive. Hey, I wonder if they got those floorboards that creak when a stranger walks in.
So that's luck. Alright, we're gonna save here, everyone. Who are you? Thank you, everybody, for watching part 13. Hope you enjoyed. Hit that like and subscribe button. Next episode, we are going to be continuing Peril on Gorgon.